Welcome back to another electric solar project update. This is about my Weber Genesis electric grill, which has now been converted to run on gas and electricity. I did some calculations, and I think that this grill conversion is about 3 times cheaper than running on propane for the same amount of time. It runs on 240 volt, 25 amps. So this is the prototype of the grill layout, using paver stones as the walls, and then a phenolic top, and of course, my Weber Genesis grill. These are some of the parts I bought. Pause it to see what they are: a thermostat, some insulation, some infrared reflectors. Here's the infrared emitter. This right here is the infrared reflecting plate. This is a 24 by 36 sheet of aluminum that came from Menards, and I bent it on a sheet metal brake to get the interior dimensions of the hood of the grill. I haven't put the insulation in, but there's 1/4 inch insulation between this aluminum and the roof. And what that does is it keeps the heat in, and it keeps the top of the grill cool. So it's almost like a safety feature. That's where the thermometer sticks through right there, that little guy. Yeah, good tight fit. Here it is installed with the infrared heaters. First time I grilled, this is gas on the bottom and then electric on top. So we're getting to see what the infrared char looks like. Cool to the touch. Right, now this is another hybrid setup where we're using electric on the top and gas on the bottom. Uh, we had to modify things a little bit to get things to line up, but nothing we couldn't do. So now we're looking at the finished product. This is June 22nd, 2022. All the stones are set and plumb. Little countertop there, little concrete countertop. Cast that baby there, and we're gonna look at it. That's Thor, the best cat. All right, so now we see the grill. We have the electric control panel on the front. You can kind of see how things shaped up. There's the phenolic top. There's the side facing the yard. Yeah, rotisserie on there. Rotisserie is the way to go. So here I'm indicating that the electric wires run under the patio there, and they come up into that little T junction box, baby. Yeah, and then goes into the house to a dedicated circuit, dedicated 240. So this is just a quick mock-up. We'll plug that hole, put in some kind of indicator light. And here what I'm showing is this is the capillary tube bulb thermostat. So I made this little probe, I guess you'd call it, that sticks into the grill. And the capillary tube's at the very end, right there, sticking out. And when the grill gets up to temp, that capillary tube goes in and it expands and it turns off. So that's how it's thermostatically controlled with no electronic thermostat. Yeah, that top got a little dirty with all the smoke. It probably doesn't reflect infrared as good, but it is what it is. It's a grill. Alright, so now I'm going to turn it on and show you how quick it'll heat up. So we're setting to 200 centigrade. That's centigrade there. Turn on the top, babies. And you're going to be amazed at how quickly this thing heats up. So you click it on. Nice sunny day today. Yeah. And I'm not going to narrate the whole thing because I'm just sort of documenting the heating process. But we're going to get to see those elements start to glow and stuff like that. So when it's turned on, those top two elements, they're 120 volt, and then I hooked them up in series. Yeah, they're 1600 watts, and then that bottom fella, yeah, the broiler element, that's yeah, that's like 5,000 something, so it's like almost 6,000 watts when it's all turned on. Yeah, and that sounds like a lot, and it is a lot, but you gotta crack some eggs to make an omelet or something like that. Yeah, so now you can see that baby's starting to glow. Just after a few seconds, it's glowing, and then that reflector underneath reflects up, the heat up, and then the reflector on top reflects down, and the food's just caught in the middle of a inferno of electricity here. Yeah, so it's gonna take a little while to get it up, about 3 minutes. Yeah, so another 2.5 minutes if you want to fast forward. I don't care. You know, as long as you make your grill electric. The other thing I did is I made this like towel bar thing out of the gas pipe. So I found this stainless steel gas pipe, and I made these little extension things that stick out and hold it so it doesn't bend. And I put some hooks on it, spatula and grill brush hang on that thing. Yeah, that gas valve's turned off, showing you that there's no. This is not dual fuel mode. This is just all electric here. Okay, all electric. And that little rotisserie baby there on the side. Oh, here, yeah, it's heating up. The little rotisserie thing. What I did is the original mounting holes on that little guy. That it wasn't centered under the element, so I moved it forward and up. And then I had to cut the hood so that it would fit. So now it's got 4 inches of clearance for a diameter of 4 inches. So whatever it is, if it's like a chicken or something like that, as long as it's not bigger than 4, maybe 5 inches, it's all right. And you know what's really good on the rotisserie is brats, because when you put the brats on the grates, you know, it bursts the casing. Oh yeah, them lights work great too. It bursts the casing and then all the juice leaks out. But if you stab it with a fork, you know, the rotisserie forks, it crisps up the casing, and it doesn't leak all the juice out. So rotisserie brats are the way to go. There's no better way to do it. That's how you do it. And hamburgers, I got to figure out something with hamburgers. They don't rotisserie really well. I tried. They just fall off, so that sucks. Here we are, like 2 minutes in, and we're over 300. And once it gets to 400 Fahrenheit, that's about 200 centigrade. She's going to click off. Yeah, so it's just running, running, running. This is the original, obviously, Weber temperature indicator deal thing. I just reused it because it fit and it looked good. Yeah, and those little spots there. One time the wind caught it and threw the grates into the top of the lid from the back, and it broke the enamel. And I put a little anti-rust paint on there, high temp stuff. Yeah. So here you can kind of see what it's like. You know, you're grilling in the shade. You know, you're not out here taking the heat. You got the solar panel roof over you. You know, so you're in the shade. It's nice and cool. Got some hammocks to sit in while you're waiting. A little bit more work to do. We're going to get 120 volt plugs out here. I like to deep fry outside so I don't smell up the house and stuff like that. Oh yeah. Yeah, she just clicked off right there. Yep. So the lower element, that broiler element, that just clicked off. And I'm indicating there that it had just turned off. And now the, I'm just going to turn it off, you know, save some power. I'm just showing you how quickly it heats up. Yeah, so that's that. Now, on this here, this is the chart showing that exact, that trial run we just did there. And I'm charging my car on the grid because I got to do stuff today, and it's 4 kilowatts to charge my Leaf thing. And then I turn on a grill, and it went from 4 to 10 kilowatts because of it uses 6 kilowatts. So that there, what we just saw was 3 minutes, okay? And you know, so if you divide that out, that's 4/10 of a kilowatt hour. I pay about 15 cents right now. So that's 6 cents. What you just saw was 6 cents of electricity to heat that up, okay? And then you're going to grill for another half hour, right? To you know, cook the meat and melt the cheese or whatever you're doing, and the top element stays on. That infrared emitter stays on, but the bottom one will cycle on and off, so it's not going to use that power the whole time. So I figure that's about 8/10 of a kilowatt hour to get that for a half hour. So you got a half hour cooking is like 1.2 kilowatt hours. You know, and at my rate, that's 18 cents. 18 cents to grill out. Now, I went and I was trying to figure out the propane deal on that, and a 20-pound cylinder, that's your normal barbecue cylinder. According to the internet, I haven't cooked on propane in forever. They say that it'll run for 18 hours. So that's 30, yeah, 30 some odd half-hour grill sessions. And if you leave it on or forget it, or it leaks, I don't know. Well, anyway, it's $18 to fill it up too. So, you know, you're talking like 50 cents almost for half-hour grilling. I don't know. But this electric deal here, it's exactly 2.6 times less money than propane. And you don't got to drive to the darn carry out or haul these dumb propane cylinders around. It's right there. You already got electric. All you got to do is put the wires in, you know what I mean? Anyway, thanks for watching, and go electric and solar.